Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready to dive into some Singapore stock market action today?
Absolutely. Always exciting to see what's happening.
We've got three companies making some pretty interesting moves.
Oh, I like that. Let's hear it.
We're going to talk city developments, Paragon REIT, and Seatrium, each one with a different story, but definitely worth a closer look. So let's jump right in with CDL, shall we? City developments. They just dropped their Q3 sales figures, and wow, pretty impressive stuff.
Oh, yeah. I saw those. What were they? Over 600 million?
611.1 million Singapore dollars to be exact, more than double what they did last year, same time.
That's a huge jump. Got to be that new development of theirs, right? The one, Casia?
Yeah, Casia, Upper Changi Road North. Seems to be a real hit with buyers. 321 units sold this quarter compared to just 183 last year.
Makes you wonder what's driving that. I mean, is it the location? Is it the amenities they're offering? Or maybe just like a shift in the overall property market here?
Good questions. And here's something else that's kind of interesting. CDL's stock price actually went up before these sales numbers even came out. What do you think that tells us?
Well, I think it shows that the market kind of had a feeling, that CDL was going to do well. Like maybe investors were picking up on some positive signals. Things like, good reviews from analysts or just a general buzz about the project.
Yeah, like a sort of anticipation. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears here and talk about Paragon REIT. They've been busy selling off some assets.
Oh, right. I heard about that. Didn't they just sell Fig Tree Grove?
Yep, Fig Tree Grove Shopping Center in Australia, gone for 168 million Singapore dollars. And remember, back in August, they also sold the Rail Mall here.
Interesting. So what's the game plan there? You think they're like downsizing or something?
Well, it seems more strategic than that. Remember REITs, those real estate investment trusts? They're all about, owning and managing properties that generate income, like shopping malls or office buildings. And they're required to pay out most of their earnings as dividends to shareholders.
Right, right. So by selling these properties, they're basically freeing up cash.
Exactly. And that cash could be used to pay off debt, which makes them, financially stronger. Plus, it gives them more flexibility to, reinvest in other properties, maybe ones with higher growth potential.
Ah, I see. Smart move. So are their unit prices going up then?
Actually, they dipped a little after the sale was announced.
Huh. Why do you think that is?
Honestly, it's hard to say for sure. Sometimes the market just reacts in ways that don't quite make sense at first glance. Maybe some investors are worried about losing the income from those properties, or maybe they're just waiting to see what Paragon does with all that cash.
Makes sense.
That's
Always a little bit of a gamble. Okay, so who's our last company today?
Seatrium. And they're making some serious waves with a big global partnership. They've teamed up with Cochin Shipyard in India to design and build jackup rigs.
Rag-up rigs, huh? That's interesting. What's the thinking there?
Well, India's energy sector is booming, right? They need more offshore drilling rigs to keep up with demand. And Seatrium, with all their experience in rig design and construction, well, they're in a perfect position to, jump right into that market.
Ah, so it's all about being in the right place at the right time. Clever. But, I mean, there are always risks with these kinds of ventures, right?
Of course. Like what? Fluctuating oil prices, geopolitical instability, who knows what the future holds. But hey, that's business, right? Always got to weigh those risks and take a chance sometimes.
Sure enough. So we've got CDL riding high on strong property sales, Paragon REIT strategically streamlining its portfolio, and Seatrium making a bold move into a new market. Quite a mix.
Yeah, and it's amazing what we can learn from just these three companies. It gives you a real snapshot of what's happening in the business world and how companies are adapting to all the changes.
Totally agree. It's like CDL shows us the trends in the local property scene. Paragon highlights how REITs manage their investments, and Seatrium reminds us to watch for those emerging opportunities.
Yeah, it makes you think, doesn't it? What are the bigger trends at play here? And what can we learn from these companies' strategies, maybe even apply to our own lives or investments? Always something to ponder.
Absolutely. Keeps things interesting, that's for sure. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings.
Me neither. Until next time, everyone, keep exploring.